Well, I got a few more abandonware titles to show off. A couple of the Maxis titles, as well as an old Super Nintendo Entertainment System title. There we go. But anyhow, we're going to jump into SimFarm for now, and I'll basically just go from there. Alright, well, first thing first, you have to select a region, or design my own. Why not? We'll design my own region. Let's put on a little bit of wind speed. Let's have low temperatures. Now, not that low, we'll have this temperature. And, sure, we'll have a little bit of rainfall. And we'll have maybe a lake. A lake and a river. Alright, so I'm right next to the river here. There's a lake down there, it's fine. Let's play. The speed. Pause. Alright, before I basically begin in earnest, this is SimFarm. It is one of the Sim titles, back from like when SimCity and stuff like that was being put out. And as you can probably expect, it's all about running a farm and trying to basically do as best as you can with it. Now, I didn't really play this game a whole lot, but it was a fun game back in the day. And I had lots of fun, like, you know, playing at like my relative's house, basically. Just going to clear out some stuff here for rooms for fuel and stuff. There we go. Alright, let's see. I want to plant down some wheat, I think. Let's put a wheat field right there. Now, I'm currently paused so nothing's happening, but eventually something will come around to plow this, and it's going to basically buy the equipment for it first. Let's just build a road like that in my area for now. We'll buy some equipment. We'll buy, for starters, a large shed to put my stuff in. That's always good to have, right? A large shed. So let's see here. I want to get one large shed right there will do. We'll right click on that so you can see what's in it. And I need a tractor. Because, you know, you need a tractor to pull around stuff. A plow. I'll need a planter. A sprayer. A harvester will be needed eventually, so we'll get one now. I'm going to need a trailer at some point too. Looks like I'll need another shed, so we'll just build another shed, I guess. Build it right there. And we'll open that up so you can see what's in it. I'll need a truck. And just because it's usually bright to have at least, like, you know, a couple of them, we're going to build another sprayer. And I'll get myself another tractor. Alright, I have everything basically now to plow a wheat field, which is good. Where's the town actually? It's over here, right? Let's go like that. Now, I don't really, really care so much about the town, but we'll just build a road, like, just for that, because, you know, reasons. Reasons are reasons. Alright, so, basically we got everything I need to basically start planting this field. You basically need tractors to basically, till the fields and plant them, and then we'll go from there. So, I'll unpause the game at this point. We'll just go at slow speed. So basically, it's like, you know, tilling the field. I'm going to need some fertilizer, so I have to spray it with some fertilizer. And apparently it's got too much water in it, so we'll have to fix that at some point. We can do this easily enough. And this will basically irrigate the fields, what I'm doing right now. So there we go, irrigation dixes. If I need to, I got water over here, which I can use to like pump water into the field. So I might do that in like, you know, later. We will see. Let's get ourselves another wheat field. We'll put it right down here. Build that down there. We'll get some fertilizer ready. Go like that. We'll just do that so, you know, it's a little bit more accessible. Let's get a road going like so. Okay, I want to plant another wheat field, so we'll do that. Now, I'm basically doing this for like 1 week after the next, so that my little tractor will basically plow one of them each after the next, basically, is what I'm doing. Build that like so. And as soon as week 4 starts, I'll put one more wheat field and that'll be it for now. You gotta love the music in this game, it's awesome. Anyhow, SimFarm is basically, as you know, you see, it's all about like, you know, planting crops, and then eventually what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch this crop, you know, cultivate into something that basically, you know, sow and, or not sow, but, you know, harvest. We sow the field, they harvest the field. Maybe I'll go to normal speed now. There we go. That'll be my final wheat field for the most part, I think, right now, because I don't have the money to buy a whole lot of land. At least I don't think I do. Eventually, if you want, you can buy additional land in this game, and then you can, like, you know, plant more crops with it. We'll get to that eventually, but we're not just there yet. I can buy more stuff in the meantime. Let's buy a large shed is what I want to buy, you know, or a barn rather, to start storing some of my stuff in. So let's get a couple of large barns. And what I'm going to basically put in here is a bunch of like pesticides and stuff. So we got like fertilizer. We got fungicide. I actually put, you know, 4 of those in the shed by accident. So we're just going to fix that. Oh, there's herbicide needing to be sprayed, so I guess I'll have to do that. Get some herbicide. And we'll get some pesticide. Alright, so this game, I'll note that, I guess they didn't have organic farming back in the time when they were basically doing this type of, like, you know, game. So, there's, like, no, like, you know, alternative, like, ways of, like, you know, maintaining fields besides, like, you know, the chemical way. And, essentially, for those who don't know much about farming, there's essentially, like, the two parts. You have, like, organic, which is basically, no chemicals, and what I'm basically doing right here is chemical spraying, which is basically like, you know, how farming is usually done in this day and age. Can't build on that land because it's not mine. Oh well. We'll build those there. Oh, we got pesticide, or pests in the problem. So we'll spray some pesticide. Now I notice that I just used up one of my pesticide in here. Essentially I'm storing up pesticides, herbicide, fertilizer, and fungicide for when I basically need to, like, you know, deal with, like, you know, creepy crawlers and stuff that needs to be, like, you know, sprayed. And if I want to, I can actually set these things to actually go on, like, your own schedule in here. So I don't have to keep spraying them. But we're just going to manually do it for now because that's, like, the most cost-effective way of doing it this early on. Let's get ourselves a large silo here. And alright, we got some more stuff to worry about. Interesting. I'll spray some fungicide. Now I have to be careful spraying fields like this because as, like, you spray it more, you'll, like, increase the soil toxicity, which is of course bad for farming. You don't want to be doing stuff like that, increasing toxicity levels on the you know, the soil. Alright, what do I want over here? It's gonna put a couple cells right there. And I might just run a road through here for now. Oops. Luckily roads aren't too expensive, so I can just get rid of that piece of road. I'll put a ditch there to get through there. And we'll go like that for when I start building more fields. So the staple crop I you know, got initially is the wheat field. Wheat is, of course, you know, your standard, like, you know, bread type of making material. You know, staple goods for that. Essentially, you, in this game, there's, like, different types of fields you can plant. I started with, like, the basic one, which is basically wheat, but there's other ones you can also plant as well. The best ones to probably plant are, like, you know, strawberries, tomatoes, lettuce, carrots, stuff that, like, sells for a good amount of money. But early on, wheat is really nice because it's very, very cheap and effective to basically make early on because it doesn't, like, cost a whole lot to, like, you know, plant and sow it. So, yeah, I went with wheat right early on. And we'll probably make some good money with it. Now, I guess as a goal, you might be trying to, like, build up this house here to be, like, you know, better. Essentially, you're a farmer, I guess, who's trying to make a dream house, so, you know, you basically want to turn this into, like, you know, a dream house. Yeah, we could probably go up to ultra speed, I think, at this point, so let's do that. That'll make the days go a lot faster. Because, you know, we're basically doing a waiting game at this point early on in the game. It'll be January when I'm able to basically, like, you know, cut my wheat. So that's what I'm basically waiting for. January. And if I look at my balance, my taxes are currently at $14.72, so they're not too bad. My expenses are currently there, as you can see. I basically spent a whole lot on machinery, structures, like chemicals. Quite a bit. Now, think about, I could probably do this, just for the hell of it. Whee! Fuel again. We'll have to fix it. We're getting very close to January, so that's good. Now, as you can see down here, you got crop quality and maturity. Basically, gives you like all this like lovely information, like what diseases and pests and weeds are like, what the water quality is like, what the soil quality is like, what the crop quality is basically expected to be like currently if you were to cut it right today. What you want to do is have this stuff get to like full maturity, and you can sell it for good values. And we'll just get to that when I get to that. These old Maxis titles, I kind of miss them quite a bit because there's like no there's been attempts to make like games that sort of like imitate them, I guess, but a lot of these like old titles like SimFarm, for example, there isn't a whole lot of like other games like it, and it's such a fun game back in the day. Well, we're in November. We're getting very, very close to harvest time. Just a month to go. And yeah, this is quite a bit, much like what you expect farming to be. It's like, it's a waiting game. You're waiting for crops to be, go to maturity, and you can like harvest them for lots of cash when you sell them. This field. Now note that wheat fields, they're very, very like cheap to maintain, so even though I'm having to like do a lot of spraying here, it's not that bad compared to say other crops. Other crops can be really, really bad to like deal with this crap. Alright, this happens every so often. The town is purchasing a new plot of land. The mayor is asking voters to vote on what kind of plot of land should be built. Click on your preference for what kind of plot the town should build. So you can go like residential, commercial, airport, recreational. Let's go with residential to start off with now. Alright, so there's my suggested crops right now. We're going to pause. Apparently one of these fields got I have them a little too close together, but whatever. What I'm basically going to do right now, let's go with strawberries, I guess. Draw off strawberries a little bit. And I'm going to cut this out. And we'll go strawberries from there on. Second week of January. We'll cut that out, and I'll go third week of January. And you're the fourth week of January. So I have this all right. It should be one. That's February. That's a little bit off. That's the second week of January. That's the third week of January. That's the fourth week of January. I'll make this one the fifth. No, that's right. Okay, never mind. They're a little bit off in in their how they're being planted, I guess. But whatever, that's fine. Now, no boy, I paid taxes, so my money went down there a little bit. You have to pay taxes every year because that's basically how us homeowners basically work it. I had to lease machine because basically I had two of these fields get harvested at once. I had to lease some machines to basically do that. But whatever, we're gonna basically plant some strawberries in these areas here. Now, because strawberries are a much more care-intensive crop, I'm basically going to do a few things here. I'm basically gonna go like this, and this, and this, and this, all to start right away. And the reason for doing this is just so that my stuff doesn't get overwhelmed by, like, you know, pests and such. Now, normally I should probably be doing this manually because it's early on in the game and I don't really have to, like, you know, do it like other ways. Like, you know, automatically like this. I want to show off, like, you know, you can set up automatically like this if you want. And I'll be, like, you know, for now. Alright, speed. Let's go with normal speed. We're planting this one there now, that's fine. And he's busy, like, you know, harvesting over there. That is where a sprayer comes in handy, having a second tractor, because now I can basically use a tractor to spray this and the other one to, like, you know, plow and do other stuff in that one. Now, by the way, I should probably know I can sell my wheat that I basically harvested, so I can make profit from it. There's a market system in this game, so you have to, like, sort of, like, you know, decide when is, like, the best time to sell or not to sell. And the nice thing about wheat is that even though it's also, like, you know, one of, like, the less, like, you know, profitable crops, it's also one of those ones that you can, like, sort of, like, sit on if you want to. So if I look at this right now, ooh, those are good prices. Basically, wheat is something that you can store in your silos basically for long periods of time because it's wheat. It doesn't go bad very easily. So you can just leave it in, like, these silos for a long time until, like, it's, like, a good price to sell them. Strawberries, on the other hand, they're not as, like, you know, good like that, but whatever. Strawberries will be good basically to sell. Just for the fact that they're, even at the, you know, lower price points for them, they're still really good. Oh, apparently I need a tractor. We'll buy another tractor then. I might have overdone it with, like, you know, the automation, but whatever. It's still working fine. That one will go strawberries. I'm still renting a tractor from somewhere, but whatever, that's fine. It just means I'm going to lease. Basically, how this game works, if you want, you can basically lease equipment from, like, other places. So, like, I'm basically all leasing, all buying if I need to. And basically what it does, it just automatically does it for you, so you don't have to, like, go into it and manually do it if you want to. I like to actually have this stuff stockpiled just in case, like, I want to see, like, what type of, like, you know, costs and expenditures I have in the future. But if you want to, stuff in this game can be very automated if you want to. And there we go, our strawberries are getting, like, you know, planted and sown and all that. Now, think about it now, let's just wipe out the stuff over here. Wipe it all out. I don't really need this gate here, so let's get rid of it. Got rid of the gate for now. The game music can get kind of repetitive, but at the same way, it's not too bad, you know, for repetitive music. Alright, looks like I'm starting to use up my stuff over here, so that's, you know, it's getting used up. I got fungicide to use, and then that'll be it, basically, for all that stuff, though. All the other ones have used up their stuff. We can probably go Ultra. Just gonna buy some more replacements of this stuff. And pesticide. Alright, well there we go. Strawberries mature a lot faster than other crops, so I should have this like really soon. In this game, strawberries are like sort of like the go-to crop if you want to get rich quick because of basically how they're sort of set up. Even if like you sell them like whenever you get them, you'll like get fairly good prices for them. I don't need fertilizer in that, but why not? We'll fertilize it. Fertilize it all. They're going to be very expensive strawberries, but the payoff for them is going to be really good, so I'm not going to care about the herbicides. Who really cares about that at this point? This is actually something else to know about strawberries. While they're really great crops to have, they're also very like they require meticulous watching over, so that, stuff like that doesn't happen. By the way, as you can see, unlike wheat, I actually have to pick them by hand, so I have to hire people to do that. That's what it did right there to do that. And here's my strawberries. Now we're planting more strawberries. If you don't change your crops, they'll basically plant to what they were before, so that's what's happening now. Alright, there we go. Lots of good money if I want to basically sell all right now, but if I want to as well, I could also wait to see if the price goes up a little bit, so I might just do that. And while we're at it, let's just go herbicide, herbicide. Let's do it all. Pesticide. Fungicide. This is a game that really makes you think about what you're spraying on your what they spray on your food for you to eat. Whatever. Don't really need fertilizer soon, but whatever, that's fine. I'll deal with that in a bit. Just gonna buy this stuff first. I'm thinking about I should be checking to see what the sale prices on these are now. They're sort of like, sitting down there a little bit. And something I know about strawberries, by the way, is that they can go bad if you let them sit in their silos too long. So since they're not really going up in prices, to sell them all now. So I don't have to worry about them going bad or anything. We'll fertilize those. Alright, there we go, that's done. Now, I'll note, but if you look at the evaluation here, it basically tells you a little bit what's going on, so you can see what time of year it is, what your productivity, soil quality, environmental quality, stuff that you should probably plant. So it's basically suggesting that you have wheat, barley, oats, potato, soybeans. I never know what the pronunciation for this is. Onions and tomatoes. If I go to the crops here, I can actually see what the crop is called. There's sorghum. No idea what that is, but there it is. Very cheap crop. I might just stick to strawberries, because as I said before, strawberries are like the go-to crop if you want to get real rich in this game, because that's how they are. That's something I know about this game. I don't think it was really appropriately balanced for what, like, you know, some of the crops could really, like, you know, bring in. Strawberries, for example, can get really rich really quick if you want to be, you know, that sort of thing. Rich. Wheat's really fun if, like, you want to, like, you know, have crops that you don't really have to keep an eye on too much, but, you know, basically, if you want, this is like a game where you can, like, micromanage stuff and you make lots of money real quick doing that. So why not? I'm gonna buy some more silos up here. Now, nope, I want to right click to see what's in the silos. So, much like anything in this game, if you right click on it, you can like see what's being stored or what it is, so. I don't really need to see what's in the sheds, but. Just some nice things about the game. This is actually a very easy game to get into and like learn. So, like, as a kid, this is like one of like my favorite games for that reason. This crop's looking really good. Sometimes your crops won't mature as fast as you may want them to, so you might get a bad crop. So this crop, it's going to be like, you know, decent quality enough, but it may not mature to what I want it to be when it's time to harvest it. It'll be October and we're going to be harvesting that one. And those are still the suggested crops right there. Apparently corn's not a suggested crop. Corn's really hard on the soil, by the way. Like, all like the crops are like different, like introduced to what they do. So corn's really hard on crops, but on the soil, but it's a fairly sturdy crop. Wheat's like, you know, a crop that like doesn't really suffer too much like maintenance. So you can just like plant them like and put some occasional stuff on them, like to like, you know, make them grow. Strawberries require heavy management because of what they are. You know, they're berries that basically go bad if like, you know, a bug so much looks at them. And we'll basically get to that in a moment. I'm just gonna let the stuff get cut and don't worry about it after that. Alright, there we go. We're picking the crops. One's getting picked. And B, fair. So it's not like an A crop, but you know, it's still good enough to basically sell. If you get an X crop, those are like bad crops and you can't really do anything with them. But if they're A, B, even C, they're still sellable. And I forgot to check these again, but whatever. We're going to plant more strawberries, I guess. And apparently that's one of the suggested crops, so that's fine. Alright, well those crops are basically doing that. We're just going to sell all this stuff. And at this point, let's slow the game down a little bit. We're gonna buy a little bit more tractors and sprayers. There we go. That's excellent. Let's do some spraying. So, fertilizer. Now I got 4 of these basically go at the same time. Pesticide. Herbicide. By the way, if you don't know what these like different types of like, you know, stuff do, pesticides for pests, of course. Herbicides basically to kill weeds and stuff, and fungicides basically kill like diseases and, you know, fungus and bacteria and such. That's all done. Let's think about buying some land, I guess, at this point. So we'll buy this land. Here's like new land that I can basically do stuff with. I don't have the money to buy this plot of land, but whatever. We bought the land down here. And if I want to, I can make that into a new field. By the way, you can like buy strawberries in like surplus, like so you can basically like, you know, plant these at your leisure. That's something you can do in this game. We'll buy some more fertilizer. Fungicide. Herbicide. And pesticide. Excellent. Let's get this ready for our crop. So knock out that stuff. Knock out that stuff. Build the roads out like this way. Just planning for now. It looks like they're 8x8, so an easy way I'm just going to get around this is just to build a bunch of silos like this. Oops, I don't actually own that land over there, so I can't build over there just yet. Oh well, that's fine. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I go just, you know, check for planting a field here. It's 8 long. There's a ditch. Another ditch. All perfectly ready to go when I need them to. Strawberries are something I guess they recommend that you plant in like the winter time for like the States. I have no idea what the planting is like, you know, because I'm up here in Canada, and all I know is that we generally pick our strawberries before winter time because that's when the snow comes. But of course in the States that's less of an issue. So if you haven't really guessed, basically this game, like, they have you like, you know, setting up farm fields in the States, so you basically make the stuff basically be sold and such. Let's see here. I'm surprised rice isn't being suggested as a crop to basically grow, but whatever. Wow! Tomatoes! You're in demand! Peanuts and soybeans. They're not doing too bad. Maybe we'll go with them next. So, let's get ready for it. Let's go with soybeans. Soybeans. There we go. Bunch of soybeans ready to be planted when we'll switch it over. Crop rotation is actually a thing that you should probably, you know, do in this game at some point. Just because, like, you know, as like you go along, you'll like ruin your fields if like you keep planting the same thing over and over again. Or like, you know, that's basically how it should be. You want to rotate your crops with different stuff every so often, so there's like, you know, damage to soil. In some ways, I think they got the aspects of this game, like, you know, There's some good aspects to it, but in some ways it's been like dumbed down too much. Still a good game though. Oh, we got poor crop. Poor's not bad or anything, but you know, bad's bad. Let them grow, let them grow. Go Ultra. Oh, okay, so note that by the way, if you like you're unable to pay your taxes, the tax board will force you to sell assets if you don't pay the next 3 months, so you have to be careful of your money, like, you know, in that sort of case, because honestly, if you don't have the money to sell stuff, it's like bad. So there is a way to get around it, so I'll basically show that off, I guess. In this game, there is a loaning system, so if I want to, I can buy, like, loans for stuff. So, for example, if I want to... Because my estimate of taxes, I basically had to pay 10,000 because I made a lot of profit with the strawberries. Let's just, let's see here. I need to get like 10,000 to pay off my stuff. Let's go with 30,000 as a loan. So there's a loan of 30,000. Basically, that's my interest rate and my quarterly payment to basically pay it off. Now, the reason I basically did that is so I can also do this too. So I can buy this piece of land right there. And now when I'm ready to, I can like plant some soybeans basically for this stuff. We'll like go down a little bit further before we do anything now. Now, here's the thing to note. If you have like money in like, you know, the funds like this, you don't have to worry too much about like, you know, the bank or taxes or anything. So honestly, if you're taking out a loan, you have to pay it back, and you'll be paying it back like lots of interest basically if you're not careful. So you have successfully paid your taxes in full. Thank you. Have a nice day. So there's like my remaining funds. I'm basically having to pay off this quarterly payment now whenever like, you know, I need to. I'll have to pay off that the bank loan at some point now, basically because I basically have it. But whatever. They're all doing quite good. They'll need fertilizer now, but that's fine. Let's go with pause for now. Let's get ourselves our first soybean crop going up now. Over here. So get that going. I might plant that a little bit early, but whatever. And then we'll plant another soybean crop over here. Perfect. And we'll start getting it done. There's that done. Now, because I'm getting these strawberries back, I can like start selling them off for a little profit, so I can pay off my loan. That's a fairly good price, all things considered with how bad the pricing is. Now I'll turn into soybeans in a moment. And all the fields are starting to go, but that's fine. I'll get to them right after they're all planted again. There's some soybeans planted there. Soybeans planted there. Those are fair. But whatever. Alright, let's put the normal. I'll start spraying them. There's the pesticides done. We'll go with a little herbicide. And then finally fungicide. I may not have to do that so much with soybeans as I do with strawberries, but we'll just do that just for the hell of getting it done. Or do that, by the way. How are these looking? The prices are still a little bit low, but whatever. Okay, let's just get this stuff for future prospects. And then pesticides. It all costs lots of money basically to do, like, you know, farming. But the payoff can be pretty good if you do it right. The soybeans. Their profit margins shouldn't be as great as strawberries, but at the same time... Oh, they went down in price. That's unfortunate. At the same time, they're a lot cheaper to manage, soybeans, so I'm not too, like, worried about it. So if I go like this, I can check out the soybeans. Soybeans only, like, you know, have like this much, you know, price to basically pay for. So, like, you know, I'm basically paying a fifth to basically plant this many soybeans that I've basically planted. And when they're ready, they'll be ready. I can make a lot of money with them, hopefully. I'll probably make half of what I did with strawberries, but whatever, that's fine. And these things aren't really going up in price. Strawberries. Oh, that's actually a pretty good price. Sell it all. There we go. Now, unfortunately, I'm still paying off this loan here, but notice, by the way, that the total debts are going down. Basically, in this game, the loans are sort of like done like a mortgage type of thing, so I'll basically pay them off slowly as I go along. Though, of course, the bank's gonna like, get the, you know, the major money back for, like, you know, giving me the loan in the first place. That's basically how the game works. My estimated tax is going to be a lot lower this year because of the fact I don't make as much profits this time around, so... Basically, your taxes will go up and down depending on how much profit you make. If you make lots of profit, you'll get taxed more. If you make less, then you get taxed less. I basically got taxed in fast because I had all those, like, you know, good strawberries selling, so that helped out a lot. Oh, well, there goes that one. Well, a poor soybean crop, but whatever. I can still sell it. I guess we're going to plant more soybeans, so that's happening. That's fine, I guess. Oof, these are not great crops. And apparently they're going bad again. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Sometimes you'll have, like, you know, bad phases like this if you're not careful. That one's alright, that's good. There we go. Alright, well, we'll have to do some herbicides, so... get that going. Also, you have a pest problem. First, I'm not doing too bad on pest, though. Or sometimes, basically, with, like, you know, spraying and stuff, you only have to, like, do a little bit of, like, spraying, so... we'll spray that one field and that'll be it. Pests will probably be gone for now. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to get a really good price for the soybeans, so let's just sell what we got now. Oh, alright, maybe we do a pest problem. Let's just get rid of it all then. I think I'll harvest this crop and then we'll call it for this video. For the most part. You basically get to just what the game's all about. You basically do crop rotation and stuff like that. Make some money doing it. Carrots. Now let's change it back to carrots, why not? Carrots! Oh, another poor crop, but whatever. I think the soybeans went a little bit quicker than the strawberries, which is good in a way, because you basically get, you know, to sell them faster. There's the carrot field being done, though. Oh, we got a bad one. So, basically when you get bad like that, basically you can see it's not worth a whole lot, so it's not that great to have happen. But whatever. It happens every so often. We'll plant some carrots and we'll see if we'll do a little bit better with them. Bring this down normal now. And ugh, these soybean prices are not that great. Let's just sell all this stuff then. Don't think I made a whole lot of money selling all that stuff, but whatever. If I wanted to, I could pay off my debt, so I could do that, I guess now. So 23220. Just repay it all, and then boom, I don't have a debt anymore. Now notice why I didn't have to do any fungicide before, or fertilizer for like the soybeans. Basically, some crops don't require you to have like certain like sprays for them, so you don't have to pay as much basically to upkeep them and stuff. Anyhow, let's forget about this game now. I'm basically showing you off what this game's all like. I'm just going to quickly jump into a save file I did a little bit earlier. So this is another game I basically have where I basically have a strawberry farm going. A little bit more successful with this one, as you can see. I basically have a strawberry farm going, as you can see, and nice little setup here. By the way, you didn't really see me building before, but basically got like these windmills. They can be used to pump water into like your fields if you need to like have like, you know, irrigate fields and stuff like that. There's also livestock in this game. So, here's like some cows and here's some horses. I've never really been too successful with them. I'm just like, trying to basically, I was basically trying to like, experiment them a little bit to see if I can like, make them work. But they don't exactly work too well, the animals in this game. I never really figured out how to get them like to basically to increase in value enough to really be worth it. But whatever. That's SimFarm. I think for the most part, you basically you get the idea what the game's all about. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and take care for now.